What the fuck is this piece of shit?
There are a lot of things they can buy in GTA Online. In this video, I'll show you the top 10 best investments of 2024. Oh yeah, by the way, Happy New Year, guys. I hope you had an awesome Christmas, a New Year's Eve. I hope you had fun. Let's get into the video. Coming in at number 10, we have the CEO office. The CEO office was one of the first businesses that were introduced to GTA Online. It was released with the Finance and Failing DLC back in 2016. And if you guys do not know, 2016 was a massive overhaul for GTA Online, as it introduced lots of DLCs that could make you tons of money, and therefore changing GTA Online for good. So how do you get started? You first have to buy a CEO office from the Dynasty 8 executive site. There are 4 offices to be exact, and the prices vary from 1 million to 4 million. If you do not have sufficient funds, then you should purchase the cheapest one. And in the future, if you want to change your office, you can do that. Once that's done, start using the CEO office. And maybe you're asking yourself, okay, but how do I make money with the CEO office? Awesome question. You can make money with 3 different ways with the office. Number 1, we have the CEO warehouse. And this basically consists of sourcing crates from CEO office, and or you can also assign technicians to source for you. And by going to your warehouse and speaking to a technician, he or she will source you anywhere from 1 to 3 crates. There are plenty of crates they can source, and they vary from medical supplies, art, and narcotics. Make sure you only source 3 crates, as it will fill the warehouse a lot quicker. Now, how do you get a warehouse? All you have to do is just go to your office computer and you sit down. Then you go to the warehouse. There are going to be multiple warehouses, and there are 3 classes of warehouses. You have small crate warehouse, which is a 16 crate warehouse, a medium crate warehouse, which is a 42 crate warehouse, and the large crate, which is a 111 crate warehouse. If you do not have a lot of money, make sure you buy the 16 crate warehouse, so you can have the chance to start this business. And you can source. After you buy one, you can just repeat the whole process by sourcing crates and making money. The second one is vehicle cargo. You first need to buy the vehicle cargo warehouse, and the cheapest one is around 1.5 million, and it's the La Mesa one. And then you can start sourcing cars, and there are 3 ranges: low range, mid range, and top range. Top range is the best, as it pays you the most than the other 2. And here's a tip: and make sure you never sell your low and mid-range cars. When you source vehicles and you get a low tier or even a mid-tier vehicle, make sure you always keep them in the warehouse and never sell them, as this will force the system to give you only top range cars. Plus you can sell them for 80,000, which makes you good money if you're a solo player. Coming on to number 9, we have the auto shop. The auto shop is one of the businesses that not a lot of people do, but it's a great alternative to make you a lot of money. Now, this business was introduced with the Tuners DLC, and it has 2 ways they can make money. One of them is legal and the other one is illegal. So we'll start off with the legal one, which is the warehouse itself. You basically work on cars, and you'll receive a text from Santa which tells you there's a car to customize. And once you customize it, they're to the client's liking and demand list. I usually just give them random things, but it depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I may give them exactly what they ask for, but you can do whatever you want. And now, the not so legal side of this business is the auto shop heist board. These are mini heist missions that require 2 setup missions, and plus you can earn anywhere from 100 to 200,000, and you can also store up to 10 cars in your auto shop. And coming in at number 8, we have the agency. The agency is a super easy and fun way to make a lot of money solo. It was released back in 2021 with the contract DLC, and it brought the agency with it, and a heist with the man, Dr. Dre. I'm not even sure if he's a real doctor, but anyways, there are 3 acts, and once you complete all of them, you can reach the finale, earn up to $1 million, which is actually not bad. How do you get started? All you have to do is you need to buy the agency via Dynasty Executive. After that, you can make money from 3 extra ways. And number 1, we have the security contract. And there are 6 different security contracts: asset and protection, gang termination, liquidize assets, recover valuables, rescue operation, vehicle recovery. Each mission is different, and all of them have a different difficulty level, and there are 3 to be exact. Professional, which pays you around 31,000 to 42,000. Specialist, which pays you around 44,000 to 56,000. Specialist Plus, which pays you 60,000 to 70,000. Security contracts have a 5-minute cooldown. And at the second one, we have the payphone hits. The payphone hits are part of the agency, and they involve assassinating different targets. And you can get started by calling Franklin and asking for a payphone hit, or just it will randomly spawn on your minimap. And there are 8 different payphone hits. We have the CEO, the co-founder, the judge, the pop star, the tech entrepreneur, the trolls, the dealers, and the hitman. Whilst on the mission, you have an assassination bonus. It will give you an instruction. If completed correctly, you can make up to 85,000. And number 3, we have the safe. That by completing 5 security contracts, you earn a passive income every 5 security contracts. So let's say you completed 5 security contracts, you're going to be getting $200 every 40 minutes. Let's say you did 10 security contracts. That means you're going to be making $500 every 48 minutes. Coming in at number 7, we have the Duke of Death. The Duke of Death is a solo and new player friendly. It's an armored vehicle like the Ruma and many other cars. Only difference is that the Duke of Death, it can sustain one rocket launcher while the Kuruma can't. The Duke of Death is a unique looking vehicle, plus it looks like something that came out of Mad Max and Fast and Furious. So how do you buy it? All you have to do is just you go to the Warstack Cash and Carry and buy it for 630,000, I believe, or free if you are a returning player. And coming in at number 6, we have the arcade. The arcade is one of the best businesses in the game. You can make tons of money. It was released with Diamond Casino Heist, and I remember I skipped school that day just so I can play this DLC, and I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely one of the best days of my life. You will receive a call from Lester, then you're gonna have a cutscene. You can buy it from the Maze Bank foreclosures, and once that's done, you need to set it up so you can start making money. Now, there are two ways that you can make money. One of them is legal and the other one is illegal. So let's start off with the legal one, which is the arcade front shop. All you need to do is just you need to fill it up with arcade games. The more you have, it's gonna mean the more money you're gonna receive. Or what you can do is you can actually buy one single arcade game and place it multiple times in your arcade. And this is gonna act like you having multiple arcade games, therefore it's gonna give you the same amount of money. And the not so legal side of this business is the Diamond Casino Heist. This is a really fun heist to do there. And to start, you have to scope out the casino, then find out the target take, and once that's done, you have to choose your approach. There are 3 approaches: silent and sneaky, big con, and aggressive. Silent and sneaky and big con are the best as they get you more time in the vault, and therefore there are also 4 different targets they can steal: cash, gold, artwork, and diamonds. And diamonds only appear rare occasions, and once you complete each setup, you can start the heist and earn anywhere from 500,000 to 2 million, and that's going to be divided by each player. And coming on to number 5, the Oppressor Mark II. The Oppressor Mark II is a flying hover bike that was introduced with After Hours DDLC. The MK2 is this loved and hated vehicle in the game. This is also the most used vehicle to grief, and it's also a grind with in GT Online. Other than that, it's really helpful if you're a guy who's trying to make a lot of money or just need a quick way to traverse through the map. And coming on to number 4, we have the Acid Lab. The Acid Lab is one of the best solo businesses in the game. Why, you ask? Well, because no matter how much stock you're selling, it's always going to be one single vehicle, and it's always a bike. So talk about excitement. It was introduced with the Drug Wars DLC. So how do you get started? You actually have 2 ways they can get the Acid Lab. First one is by completing the 6 first those missions, and you get the Acid Lab in the last missions, and these are actually extremely fun and they do pay you good money. And the second one is just by buying the Acid Lab from Warsaw Cash and Carry for 750,000. After that, you're going to have to set it up by going to a rival Acid Lab, stealing the equipment, and once that's done, you can start the business by buying or stealing supplies. I personally recommend for you to buy supplies, and it costs around 60,000 to purchase. A full stock Acid Lab sells for 237,000, and if you have the equipment upgrade, it will sell for 336,000. You can get the equipment upgrade by completing 10 Fooligan jobs, and these are extremely horrible. They suck, by the way. I personally cannot be bothered by doing them. I only did 2 or 3, but yeah. Make sure you also use the Acid Lab production boost, as it will speed up the creation of said acid. And before we go to the last top 3 best investments of 2024, here are some honorable mentions. The Sparrow. You can get it with the Kasaka. It is a really fast helicopter. It's good for traversing through the map, and it's also extremely useful for doing the Kaio setups. Only downside is that the armor is extremely horrible. And the next one is guns. So make sure you buy as much weapons as you can, as they're going to help you extremely in the game. And coming on to number 3, we have the Kasaka. The Kasaka was introduced in 2021, back when life was awesome, and it also brought the Kaio Perico DLC. This was one of the best money-making method 2 years ago, but the nerfs made it feel extremely average, and you can still make extremely good money with it. How do you get started? All you have to do is just you go to the music locker, and then you're gonna have a cutscene, and then you're gonna go to the stock cash and carry and buy it, and after that you can start the heist. And coming on to number 2, we have the Salvage Yard. The Salvage Yard is the newest business in the game, released in December 2023 with the Chop Chop DLC, and this brought Yusuf Amir, a funny guy, and this business basically involves you stealing high-end cars and selling them, or even salvaging them. Now, how do you get started? You can buy the Salvage Yard from the Maze Bank foreclosures, and there are 5 to be precise. 1 of them in Paleto Bay, 1 of them in Sandy Shores, and 3 in Los Santos. Only buy the Los Santos one, as every single mission involves you being in Los Santos. It will involve you scoping out place and taking pictures, and then doing the setups for said heist. Once that's done, you can do the heist. Once you acquire the vehicle, you have 2 options: either to sell a vehicle or salvage it. If you want to maximize your money, then sell it, as it sells for more. Other way to make money is via the tow truck, and this involves you going out towing a vehicle and returning it to your salvage yard, and then putting your workers to salvage it for parts. And once it's 100% salvaged, you get the full money. And coming in at number 1, we have the nightclub. Nightclubs are the best business in the whole game. As you guys know, this is my preferred business to do. It was introduced with the After Hours DLC. How do you get started? All you have to do is just, you first gotta buy a nightclub, and you do that by going to Maze Bank foreclosures. Once you buy one, you have to set it up, and once that's done, you can make money by 2 different ways. One of them, safe, is basically by having high popularity. It's gonna make you around 50,000 every 48 minutes. And if you do not know how to keep your popularity high, there are 2 ways they can do that, or well, actually 3. You can do by doing DJ method, by swapping your DJs every time, by kicking out troublemakers from your nightclub, or by doing the promotion missions. And the second one is the warehouse, and this consists of linking all of your existing businesses, such as the CEO crates, the MC businesses, and the bunker, and it's gonna make you an extra profit. And also make sure you save up as much money as you can so you can buy the upgrade. I recommend for you to buy the staff upgrade and the equipment upgrades. I do not have the security upgrade because it barely gets rated, so it doesn't make sense for you to have it. This will make sure to speed up the process of making money, and therefore you can sell quicker without waiting for a long time. I hope you guys have an awesome year, and this year is going to be awesome for this community. We're going to grow, and we're going to expect much results. And also make sure to check out this video. It's going to be about the top 8 best solo businesses, so make sure you click in 1, 2, 3.